Alright guys, on this fourth look, I'm changing a few things around as far as my picture settings. This is a PlayStation 4 version, as you can see, obviously. I am changing my color from warm 2 all the way to standard, and here's the reason why. I just felt that warm 2 was too orange for me. You know, I just felt everything felt like too orange, and I didn't like that, you know. I like it standard better because standard gives you that much better ambience. You know, it's just the HDR pops much better with standard than it is to the warm 2. Like right here, for example. Let me take a picture. It just looks better. By the way, all of these pictures you'll be able to see on my club. I'll upload them. And guys, I'm going to try to get to all of you and answer all your comments and everything. You guys have to remember, you know, I need to find time to read all these comments and everything, because even today I was so busy doing other things that I didn't get a chance to do these videos until now. You gotta remember, I do this by myself, you know. So I left it on standard. Now you guys can keep it at warm 2 if you like, but I just felt when it's on warm 2 it's too yellow, you know. And I don't like it. It's too yellow. I don't like it to be too yellow. What I'm using here, it's still the same thing, you know, backlit 20 and contrast 100 because we are using HDR. Okay. Brightness 45, sharpness 0. Now, can I move the sharpness to 20? I could, but okay, let's see what happens if I do. Let's say I do that. Let's say I keep it to 20. All right. Now, this game does have some grain in it, purposely, so it looks like it's a movie. There's some grain here and there, but it's a good grain. It's not like a horrible grain. I don't know. I don't feel sharpness should be 20. Honestly, this is why I want to move sharpness to 0. Turn that sucker to 0. I mean, really, just turn that sucker off, man. You don't need that. Turn that shit up to 0. Color, you know what? Color, we can bump it up to 65 a little bit here. Well, how about 6.6? Let's keep it at 6.6. There you go. Now it's going to pop out. There. Remember, this is the PlayStation 4 version. And we're going to go ahead. What I'm going to do now is this. I'm going to go ahead, run like this. And then in about 2 seconds as we're running, I'm going to switch to Xbox One while we're running. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, this is the Xbox One S version he's running right now. It's a dark. Just so you guys can see how well it looks when it's running. There it is. And yes, the HDR looks fantastic on the Xbox One S version too. But there's jaggies here. See, there's a bunch of jagginess here. I don't know, you guys obviously cannot see it, but there's a bunch of jagginess right here. The textures are not that great. Here, let me show you in a second. You see them jagged edges? You see those jagged edges on the car? That's lower textures. Yes, the HDR looks great. I mean, look at this. Looks fantastic. Look at the that beam of light overshadowing him and then hitting the car right here. That's pretty realistic. It looks fantastic. But this is a sacrifice that Microsoft and the developers have to do because the Xbox One is not giving me enough power to do it. Now, once the Scorpio comes out, and look right here, look at that HDR. Now, once the Scorpio comes out, then yes, it's gonna look gazillion times better. Alright, let me explore HDR here on the Xbox One S because I've been getting a lot of complaints. You're not being fair. You're not going and exploring the Xbox One as you should be. Okay, so let's explore HDR here. How about I use the drone and explore it with a drone? How about this? Look at this. Look at that moon overshadowing. Look how cool that is. And look at these lights right here. That's HDR on the Xbox One S. And it looks great. It looks great. But the textures are not that great. And even here, look at right here. Look at the light overshadowing, beaming on his on this character. That's pretty realistic. That's HDR. HDR is good. Even here, look, HDR looks great. Look at that car right here on the top. Obviously, I have my light. Let me turn my light off. Hold on. Look at that car on the top right here. Look at the reflection on that car. That's HDR. The HDR looks great. But the textures, now let's see, look at this car. Look at the jaggies right here. Look at these jagged edges. Look at them. That's not good. That's lower textures. That's lower textures. Now, is this a big deal if I don't have a PlayStation 4 Pro and all I have is the Xbox One S? Am I going to complain? No, I'm not going to complain because I'm still getting HDR and I'm getting the upscale. So I'm still getting nice, nice looking game. It still looks great. But if I do have a choice, if I can make a choice, then I'm going to go with the PlayStation 4 Pro version. So there's the HDR for you guys on the Xbox One S version, since you seem to think that I am not doing a justice for the Xbox One S. By the way, I took some screenshots, because God forbid if I didn't take any screenshots, there would be an outcry of fanboyism. Remember, these screenshots you guys can check out on my club, which is called Mr. 4K Upscaler Joint. You can check him out. Now, let's get something clear here. Both games have HDR. They both look great on HDR. The difference is that the textures are a bit lower on the Xbox One S version, and that's understandable. And the second fact is it's not running on a higher source resolution. It's probably 900p, but I'll have to yet confirm that from Digital Foundry. Okay, so I'm not saying it's a bad game on the Xbox One S. I never said that, but I'm sure some of you haters out there will take that out of the context and will put it out there that I'm being a fanboy. And then you wonder why I block you, because I just don't have time for you, man. I don't have time for your nonsense. And if this bothers you, what I'm saying here, then don't watch it. Go to some fanboy, Xbox fanboy YouTube channel and just rejoice. Bathe in like Xbox fanboyism. I just used the Russian accent. Xbox fanboyism. Да, that's correct, на здравие. Yeah, I know a little bit of Russian. Как тебя зовут? Меня зовут Mr. 4K Upscaler. Yep. You, get out of the car. I'm Russian Spetsnaz. Get out of the car. Alright, so let's switch back to PlayStation 4 Pro. And look HDR here, man. I gotta take a screenshot of this. Look at this. Hold on a second. Let me plug I'll do this real time. Here. Hey, Cortana. Hey, Cortana. Take a screenshot. Alright. She took the screenshot. There it is. Now you'll be able to see this on my club. Okay, so let's switch back to PlayStation 4 Pro. Alright. I already spent like 4.5 minutes just doing the Xbox One S, and yet people still gonna complain I'm not making it fair. Let's go back to PlayStation 4 Pro in about 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh look, it's night here too. That's great. There's the moon over there, looks great. Let's get going. Come on, let's run. Looks really good, man. Like especially right here. Here, let me get my camera closer so you guys can see this. Just look how beautiful that is, man. Look at that sky. And look how everything's dark as it should be. That's the whole idea of HDR. Like everything's like if you're like if you were in the woods without any lights and the only thing you had was the stars showing up, and then in the background right here you see a little bit of sunset beaking up, and then here you see the stars. Look, there's stars right there. There's Orion's belt. I'm just kidding. It's not Orion's belt. It's something else. Whatever. And it looks great, but HDR does that. It look right here in the distance. You can see. Look, you can see the city in the distance because of the HDR. Let me turn this off. You can see the city in the distance lit up over here. Granted, you guys cannot see this through camera lens. I'm just doing this to kind of give you my, walkthrough aid, like visual aid. This is like a visual aid. It's what it is. All right, let's continue. All right, here's another great example of HDR right here. See, like in the distance, sorry about that. In the distance, you see how the light, it's overshadowing, okay? You see that street light, and you see my character? That is natural. That's the beauty of HDR. That's what HDR does. And I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot here just so you guys can see this when you go check out my club. And you will remember you saw this somewhere. You saw this on this video. So you'll know when you go to my club, oh, that's where I remember that screenshot from. That's where Mr. 4K Upscaler took it. Now, some of you guys might get lucky and play with me online. Sometimes I join co-op. Like last night I did with Mr. Struders and the other guy. He was a pretty cool guy I met. He was also in the military, ex-military. So it was kind of cool that all three of us joined in. So, but I usually will announce in advance next time so you guys know I'm online. I will let you know on my club or on my Twitter. I will let you know that I'll be online so you guys can play with me, talk to me, interact with me. I might even do a Google Hangout once in a while for you guys, and we'll talk about things and stuff like that. Ask me some questions and whatnot. Let's take another screenshot. Let's take that too. I'm doing this for HDR purposes, so you guys have an idea of what the HDR can do. Now let's sneak in closely in there, like right here. Now just look at that HDR right here. Hold on, I'm gonna have to zoom in my camera closer. Okay, I purposely have turned off my lights in the room so it's pitch black. I purposely have done that so you guys can see the benefit of HDR. Here's my controller right here, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but look in the distance as I'm moving my character. Look. For example, I'm moving my character slowly, going through the bushes, and look at that HDR pop, man. Look at that street lamp light. There's my character right there. Let me turn the light on so you can see. There's my controller right here, and that's HDR, guys. I mean, that's what HDR does. It makes deep light levels deeper and contrast brighter. And colors pop much better. But the colors only pop if you have a good wide color gamut TV with a 10-bit color. Okay, when you have that spectrum of colors. And I will have to post a link where you guys can buy a book on Amazon, or you can go to a Barnes and Nobles. There's a really good book that's about upscaling and 4K and HDR. It's pretty good book. I forgot the name of it because it's a long title, but I will give you guys the link. I'll put the link pretty soon. I'll update it. Okay, so I took another screenshot as well so you guys can see it. All right. Let's take another one. I don't know if I took this one. Just want to make sure. Yeah, I did. I took a screenshot there. All of these screenshots will show up on my club. Remember, guys. All right, so let's jump into Xbox1s version. Let's do that in about 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here we are on the Xbox One S version, and remember, on the Xbox One S version, I need to go ahead and change the, hold on. There's a couple of things I gotta do here. You know what? I think it's better if you leave it at warm 2. I'm gonna leave it in warm 2. Let's leave it on warm 2. It just looks better on warm 2. So let's leave it in warm 2, honestly. It looks more natural. Standard makes it looks more bluish, so let's keep it at warm 2. Okay, here we are. Let's get in one of these cars. Let's get that big giant Jeep, this one right here. Or let's just use a Volvo. I will go with the Volvo. Come on. Let's get inside the car. Let's go. Here we go. Now look at that light. Look at that light right here. Right there down below. Look at that. Let me turn off that. Just look how beautiful that HDR looks right there in the back right there. Look at all the convoy of cars. They're all overshadowing that beaming of light correctly and naturally. Okay? Alright, so let's go in and drive a little bit. Maybe we'll have a firefight. Another cool thing is you can give your squad a command. You can tell them to like go ahead and get out of the car. Like that. There they are. And here they are. They're going to engage right now. We'll go inside the firefight right here. Let's go. And this is at night. Remember, guys, this is at night. And this thing blasts at night. Let me turn this light off. This looks fantastic on night, man, and HDR. Look at that. Look at that. Done. Alright, let's get out of the car. Hey, look, even inside the car, you can see that light that was left on. That was pretty cool. Oh, shit, shit, shit. I gotta take cover, man. I think that's, there's some more left of them in there. Hold on. There's a guy in the church. Alright, let's get inside the church. Hey, look at these candles and everything. Just looks amazing, man. On HDR. You know, HDR definitely, it's something, you know, that makes this game look even better. Like, look right here. Look at that light overshadowing, that beam of light overshadowing the floor. Look at the muzzle flashes and everything. Let's get closer. Look at the muzzle flash. Look at that muzzle flash. All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and switch back to PlayStation 4 Pro really quick in about 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we are here on the PlayStation 4 Pro version. Okay. And we have hopped in on the boat. And look at that reflection on that boat, man. That little tiny boat. It looks amazing. Let's turn it around. Let's turn it around. Hey, look right here. The reflection of that light. Especially at night, man. This game truly shines in HDR. Alright, what I'm going to try to do in the next video, I'm going to try to run both games in 1080p and see how well that runs. Okay, I'm going to switch to 1080p on PlayStation 4 Pro and I'm going to switch on 1080p on the Xbox One S and let's see how well they run. We'll do that on my fifth look comparison, Xbox One S versus PlayStation 4 Pro. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. And, you know, haters are going to hate. There's nothing I can do about that. All right, guys. See you on my fifth look